hello. We are Shoot From the Hip. This is playing our theme music. Isn't that wonderful? Hi, how are you? Are you well? You can see over here I've got the handsome Luke. I've got the supremely handsome Sam, who looks like in the early 90s, he could have been Rachel's boyfriend. Rachel's friend. It's a reference showing that I'm old. So, we're going to do some improvised comedy for all of you tonight. We're going to make some things up. It's going to be funny. It's going to be fun. Lovely to see you, Nicole Sharp. Wonderful to see you, Richard. And splendid to see you, Laura. You're all splendid and lovely people. Isn't that nice? What I need from you to get us started, though, I'm going to go classic. I want a location where you might go to work or to play. Remember when we used to work and or play? Wasn't that great? Give me a location where you might do that. Maybe it's a barber shop. Maybe it's a school playground. Maybe it's under the sea. I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm not going to decide. It's entirely up to you. And whilst you tell me what that is, pop it in the comments over there. I'm going to check in with the others. Luke, how is your handsome face?
Yeah, great. I had a lovely weekend. I celebrated my girlfriend's birthday, and I surprised her with some people at the flat. But you know, it was the amount that we're allowed here in Spain. Don't worry. We thought, not that you'd be worried, because you're in England, you don't care if I'm here spreading the coronavirus in Spain, do you, Tom? You don't care.
That's right, because we here in England have elected the rule that what happens across the border has no effect on us. We are an island, and that island is fucked. Anyway, Sam, how are you, Sam?
I'm very good. I'm feeling nice and positive at the beginning of the week. Another week, a lot like the other weeks that we've had in this year. But you know what? Do something new. Do one thing new. And today I made a mushroom sauce, just completely improvised. And that's what I bring to everything in my life, improvisation, which is why I'm no longer a practicing surgeon.
Right. I thought you were going to say mushrooms. I thought you were going to say mushrooms was the thing you bring to everything in your life.
I'm no longer a practicing mushroom. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are watching this on whatever platform it is, Twitch, StreamYard, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitter, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Let us know that you're there and share it. Share it among us because we're about to play our first game. I've already seen Tom's got loads. You got loads of jobs pouring in, Tom.
I have. Congratulations to me. I don't need any income support now. Look at all these jobs. So, the job of being a train station. It was places. It was places where you could do jobs, to be fair. Recycling centre, Legoland, squash court, a place you could go for fun. Yo Mama's house from Gabe McCarthy. Lovely. One day I'm going to get the height of this camera right because I don't want to focus on my quarantine belly, but I also don't want to just show you blank ceiling. So it's a tough job. Okay?
Tom, you don't have a quarantine belly. Don't pretend like you have a quarantine belly like the rest of us mere mortals.
And he said, I'm not mortal. I'm not. I'd be dead for years. So, what are we going to start with? I'm going to start them off with, this one's actually pretty great, from Gabe. Nicole Sharp's house. Nicole Sharp's house. That's good. That's good. I'm going to come back to it only because Sam looks deeply uncomfortable. He's like a vampire. He does have to ask permission to enter a house first. I'm going to actually go from Rosa with Kiekenhof. Because I have no idea, but we definitely have not set a scene in Kiekenhof before. It could be a town, it could be a brand of sausage shop. I don't know. So we're going to do this scene. I'm going to say change as we go along, and basically they're going to do a scene. Anytime I say change, they have to go back, replace whatever they said or did with something else entirely. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sam gave a thumbs up there, not understanding the auditory nature of the answer I required. That's fine. Welcome to Kiekenhof.
Let's play change.
So this Kiekenhof was founded over 100 years ago and is the site of the original Kuchen, the most famous pastry available in Berlin.
Wow, that's amazing. Here was I thinking it was a giant garden in the Netherlands. But wow, there must be two of them.
Yeah, well, you know, over in Holland, they kind of stole the name. we're not pissy about it. It's okay, you know. Okay, two people
That's
can have.
fantastic. And how long has this place been running?
I said over 100 years.
Oh, wow. And you've always just been making pastries?
Yeah, always been making pastries.
Change.
No, there was a brief 6-year gap when we did not make pastries.
Change.
There was a brief 6-year gap when we made pastries, but I don't want to tell you how we made them.
Change.
We've always made pastries. Okay, stop asking me this. I know what you mean by that question. I know what you're implying. I know. We've always made pastries.
No, I'm just a passionate history buff, you know, especially the history of pastries.
Change.
Especially the history of baking.
Change.
Especially the history of Germany.
Change.
What did you do during the war?
Change.
What did I do during the war?
I don't know what you did during the war. Is that a rhetorical question? Are you going to tell me?
No, I wasn't born yet.
Change.
I was alive.
Change.
That's why I've come back to Germany, actually.
Change.
That's why I've actually Germans this entire time.
Then why were you pretending to be American?
I was just making sure that you'd followed all the orders from the German tourist board, and you've done very well.
Yeah, I have. Good. Well, then we can all carry on with our lives.
Change.
Then good. Then very well. Then good. Okay. Then.
Change.
Well, I've passed with flying colours, so now get off the property.
Change.
When you say that I've been following orders from the German tourist board, do you mean the German tourist board or the German tourist board?
I mean the German tourist board, and
Change.
I mean the Nazi party. That's who I mean. I mean.
Let's play change.
Universally acknowledged that any improvised German will be a Nazi within 2 minutes. You could see their faces trying not to go there.
You brought us there.
Like,
You were in
what
charge.
else do I know about Germany? There must be something else I know.
You were in charge. You were the one who didn't stop changing.
No one's in charge of you. You're a wild stallion.
I am a wild stallion. But you know,
Outrageous. I said it in a cake shop. I wanted to talk about German pastries, and Tom kept changing it until we ended up on the Nazis. And I'm not going to stand for that. That wasn't
put
me.
the hand down, Tom. I saw that hand. I saw that raised. Yeah, it's real low now, isn't it, Tom?
I'm
Yeah.
scratching my head. You're making this much
When you
worse.
watch this on YouTube, go back and freeze. You saw what that hand was doing, guys. By the way, yes, I am a bit of a wild stallion, but you guys, you can break me in. And the way you can break me in is with money. Like an OnlyFans, but instead of nakedness, it's improv games. Basically, something's about to appear down here. Very excited in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. I literally gave him a 3-second count. Both my hands were visible on screen.
I never did the tech. I wasn't ready. I was loading the Ko-fi page. I came back and Tom was like, "Don't look at me. I'm only the guy who always does it every time."
Never me. It's never me. I always post the
There we
link.
are. That's what I'm talking about. So this is our Ko-fi link, which links to our Ko-fi page. And on there, you can control the show at home. Of course, you can always just throw suggestions in for free in the comment section over there. But if you want the show to get weird, this is the place to do it. Here we have some exclusive games that we only do if someone commissions them. You can also just throw money into our virtual bucket just to say thank you for bringing you some comedy during this lockdown. And you can also buy us a shot. I am doing Dry February, and I'm tallying up all the shots that have been bought so far, which I will have on the first show of March. But the other boys will be drinking. Luke, what you got?
Gin, mate. Gin. Nice Bombay dry gin. It says Bombay, but it's from London. Reminds me of home for that reason. Homesick. You know how it is. You know how it is, Sam. Bit of gin.
Keep it light. Great gin, like he's fallen out of a Hogarth painting. Tom, what you got?
I also have gin, but I didn't betray my homeland, so I don't feel homesick. And also, my friends don't secretly despise me, so it's great.
So,
Tom
and Luke will be drinking their gins. They'll be having shots of gin. If anyone buys one using this Ko-fi link, which is in the comment section now, if you want to just click there directly. Yeah, you control the show that way. But for this next game, guys, we're going to tell you an improvised bedtime fairy tale story. But what we need from you guys is the name of a made-up fairy tale. So it could be Jack the Badger Killer, or Goldilocks and the 3 eviction notices. Any weird, made-up fairy tale title, throw it in there. That would be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, Luke and Tom will be checking the Ko-fi link as we go to see if we've been commissioned to do anything. We've had some weird games before. We've had improvised film scene. I think the last one we did, I think it might have been Back to the Future or something, but we do a scene that's been cut from the original film. So it's basically giving you some extra content for the low price of whatever it costs on the Ko-fi page there. But yeah, get in there and give us some made-up fairy tale titles. So we've kind of got Jim Bob, the Randy Gnome from Sophie Mardell. Lovely to see you, Sophie Mardell. Always a pleasure. I don't know if this is a fairy tale or just violence. We'll hit up there. I'll hit up there. The Battle of the Newts from the Coal Shop. I don't know if that was just a horrible spelling error. That's good. The Battle of the Newts. We got the 3 Billy Connolly Gruffs. That's fantastic. I like that, Laura Jane Selfridge. That's absolutely amazing. Jim Bob the Randy Gnome is pretty good. Jack the Mouse Killer from Catherine Russell there. Sort of, just doing a variation of what I said, Jack the Badger Killer. But, I'm sure just warming up, she'll start thinking outside the box.
Wow.
Princess Frog and Neon Bumblebee. That sounds like a brand of
sugar butties.
Get it on. I don't think it's a fairy tale, Dad. That's when I used to interrupt him late at night, guys. Just watching my fairy tales. Get it on. And rude. I'm so sorry for being rude. That was a very well. You know what? You're right. It was rude. We're gonna do Jack the Mouse Killer because otherwise my mum will be upset. So this is going to be an improvised story called Jack the Mouse Killer. Of course, no one knows.
Outrageous that we're turning down the 3 Billy Connolly Gruffs in order for the sheer nepotism that Sam displays yet again and chooses Jack the Mouse Killer suggested from his own mum. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to stand for this. I'm not going to stand. I'm out.
So this is going to be Jack the Mouse Killer. The way it works is we're going to start reading the story, but at any point the camera can shift and the other person has to continue the story and try and make it make some sort of sense. So we have Jack the Mouse Killer. It is time for the improvised bedtime.
Look like you're here for story time. Don't go. Don't come here. I've shut the door. Right. You're here for story time, yeah? Well, this one is about Jack the Mouse Killer. Once upon a time, there was a small mouse who lived in a hole in a very large house. And his name was Jack. Yeah, but you didn't see that coming, did you? Jack the Mouse was in his kitchen stirring a pot
of trouble. Jack the Mouse Killer had killed many other mice. You see, even though he himself was a mouse, he enjoyed the pain of other mice. And that's why the family who lived in the mouse house kept him around.
He was like a cat, except a mouse. A small mouse that behaved like a cat. Sorry, I didn't have a white hat. This is all I could find. He basically laid traps for the other mice, but also used his cunning, his guile, and his charisma to convince them to walk blind.
Lee into the traps, and they would scream, and he would record their screams and play them back to himself late at night.
It was difficult. It had taken him a long time to invent a VHS player, but he had achieved it. Today,
he was going to kill a whole family. They'd been hiding behind the skirting board in the parlor. He had it all planned out. A small wheel of Edam would perfectly fit over the door frame. But little did they know that Edam was full of
maggots. Maggots that would work their way into the hole beyond the hole. By which I mean the little cavern that they called
home. It wasn't his best plan. It felt like it had been brought up by 2 bumbling fools, but he was a mouse with a tiny brain.
The idea was that when the Mag's family ate the cheese, they would swallow a maggot whole. But these weren't ordinary maggots. No, these were maggots from the deepest, darkest jungles of
Brazil. Flesh-eating flies would form from the maggots and eat the rats from the inside out.
Lorelei was the youngest of the mice. She was the daughter of the family, and today, as with every other
It was a constant battle for survival. They needed food. Lorelei got up, and as she tried to make her way out, she saw the doorway was blocked with the most delicious-smelling Edam cheese.
My goodness, Father, come quick, heaven smiles upon us. For what
is it? What have you found, my little Lorelei?
A whole wheel of cheese, Father. Remember the days
have passed since we have eaten. Off to the side, little Rudolph, who was the elder brother, but not quite as quick as Lorelei, thought to himself, smoking gently on a
pipe. How do we know where this cheese came from? Rudolph sounded old beyond
his years. Do not doubt why the mouse god has decided to give us this bounty. Eat, my son Rudolph. Eat, Lorelei. We do not know when this bounty will come.
Will end. And so Lorelei ate, and the father ate, but Rudolph did not. He crept towards Mother, who was still sleeping
off a sickness from last winter. It had shaken her tail and her mind. Mother,
wake. The fools are doing it again, eating food that's just fallen in front of the door. Oh, God, I always
knew that this was how the family would end. I don't know why I married your father. He's an absolute moron, and he gave birth to 3 morons. You're the only one with 2 brain cells to rub.
And rub them he did. He scurried over, deciding his family should not die this day, punching Lorelei with his little mouse fist. Vomit spewed
forth, and maggots poured from the cavity of Lorelei's mouth, slipping onto the ground. One half formed into the devour flesh-eating fly. Oh my goodness! She's wheezed.
Nasty.
Jack saw that they had seen through his cunning plan, his evil trap to kill yet another Mag's family. They pushed all 5 of the family members together against the Edam that did block their way.
Fast forward 3 hours later. Lorelei and her father were dead. The maggots
had succeeded, despite the fact that Lorelei had vomited them out. She'd been really hungry, so eaten them again. What a stupid mouse child. This family is completely fucked. They're fucked. All of these plot developments going their way, and they keep going back on them. They're not learning. They're not developing as characters. I won't have it in my studio.
You're going to give me more warning if we're doing a white hat thing. I mean, geez.
Got it.
The story was about Jack the Mouse Killer. I wanted to bring it back to Jack the Mouse Killer. The family, it's too much time with the family. We're not writing an epic here, guys. It's a short game.
But if you think of like Halloween or Friday the 13th, yes, it's about the serial killer, but it's mainly about the victims.
I've got to be honest, I've not seen either of those films.
Alien is more about the humans than the alien, emotionally.
I disagree.
Also,
I've only seen the bits of the film that follow the alien, and it's better that way. It's a short edit.
Luke watches the alien cut, which is just...
yeah.
Good movie, Alien. I'd like to do an improvised film scene that was cut from the movie Alien. If anyone wants to,
be great.
Get one
I would enjoy that. Let's do that, please.
The link down here, because that's how we survive. That's how we keep these lights a twinkling.
Oh, you know how we also survive?
How, Luke? How? Tell us.
Shots bought by Pauline, who's bought a couple of shots for us. Thank you, Pauline.
Thank you, Pauline. Very, very kind of you.
Right, here we go.
I do have a drink. That's right, I didn't have a drink from it. I mean, it's double chip, so.
Thank you very much. Please keep them coming. Start Monday correct. Let's see how drunk these 2 guys can get. It's really fun being the only sober one and just watching them slowly break down.
Right, next game. The next game we're going to play is called Genre. And for this, I need loads of different genres in the comments section. Genres of theatre, genres of film, genres of TV, maybe even genres of book. Whatever genres you want, put the genres in the comments section. And when we start the game, Sam and Tom are going to start the scene. And whenever I feel like it, I flash up one of the genres that you put in the comments section. And I have to carry on the scene in that genre. I'll do that loads of times throughout the game. It couldn't be simpler. But what it needs is genres from you guys. That's the only thing I need, really. Other than that, I need a setting, which I'm going to come up with. I'm going to be inspired by something that already exists in the comments section. And the thing that's going to inspire me is the Battle of the Newts. This is going to be set at a pond. It's not necessarily about newts, but I'm taking inspiration from that suggestion. This scene's going to be set at a pond, but it needs your genres. Needs your genres. Also, some lovely genres coming in now. Gardening program, very original. Thank you, Richard Holmes. Chick flick from Sugar Buddies. Slasher horror, silent movie. These are great. Loads of great different genres coming in. I'm not going to delay any longer. This scene is set in a pond. Here we go, genre.
45, 46. 46 frogs. Same as I checked yesterday. Oh, my little... Oh!
We have 46 frogs and newts.
Newts. Still counting.
Still counting.
If I'm correct, I think we're on about 63 newts. 60. 62. 62.
What happened to the... Wait, someone's cut the cord. How are we going to do our pond report now? What's happening?
Oh my goodness, I found Bertie with a tiny little knife stuck through his newty heart. But don't worry, you can recycle your newt as handy fertilizer. The nutrients in the amphibian is actually great for developing your roses. Just get one rose and stick it in a newt and it'll grow beautifully.
Did everyone hear when he said nutrients? Wasn't that funny? Wasn't it funny when he said that? Anyway, what I really was hoping you could answer for me is that, I've just been wondering, I suppose, for a long time, how exactly skinny dipping works in a pond.
Well, I would never recommend skinny dipping in the pond. You might upset the wildlife,
Oh.
They might
have a wildlife, just two researchers for the Wildlife Protection Fund, just wondering what could possibly happen here. It's cold in the water, it's wet, and sometimes you don't really know where the water begins and the pond scum ends. Sometimes you have to dive deeper to understand yourself.
I need you to focus. The ways this newt has been killed is exactly like my daughter was killed, which you won't find out about until 5 episodes later. But we must find out how this newt died. Newts kept dying all over this place, and wherever I turned up, there seemed to be another dead newt. I went from pond to pond all over New England, and every single time a dead newt appeared. As well as this bubblehead of Henry Cavill that I keep with me at all times.
I'm typing, and what I'm typing is your death.
Brother! Oh my god, it was you! You are the one who killed my newts! I should have known that you were not actually my research assistant this entire time.
What you should have known was that when you're remaking your pond, you need adequate head protection. Because if you don't have it, you can get wet. So, let's get involved here and see what we can do about these big titties. These nice big titties. Oh, yeah. Titties.
That's right. We've got a lot of big titties hanging around the pond. We've got a blue titty. We've got a great spotted titty. And what we need you to do is get out your workbook. And you're going to see all those tits in your workbook. You need to color them in exactly as we see them around the pond. Can you spot the green tit?
Oh, it looks like it's a colour surprise. Green. Green's the colour surprise. And why is that a surprise? Because it doesn't usually rain frogs. But we've seen the newts turning into frogs as they move over the pond and then coming on down, interrupting our erotic adventure. What we'd like to see is two men in ecstasy. Diving deep into the frog spawn, giving you frog porn, giving you frog porn, giving you frog porn.
Nice.
I just realised I haven't plugged my mic in, so there's a question there as to how anyone's hearing me. But Sam's is on the desk behind him, so
We had a brilliant one just right at the end. I would have loved to do a Good Morning Britain.
nice.
That would have been good.
Nice.
Oh, great stuff. Thank you very much for all of those. They were really fantastic. That was a good transition. There you go. That's from a real film producer there saying that's a good transition. So we'll take that to heart. Guys, please keep supporting the show. Keep clicking on that Ko-fi link there. Honestly, it's the only job that a lot of us have right now. And the government took a lot of our money. So please keep clicking.
Someone else who's clicked is Richard Holmes, and he's added the word chili.
Oh, Tom, you keep running from the truth, mate.
I do. It keeps building up. It's very slowly building up. So basically, why have we gone to Luke? I don't know why I went to there. Sam still hasn't learnt our names. It's only been a decade. We did this chili challenge thing where, nope, that's Luke again. That's Luke. Where I, despite having a medically different tongue, am now going to have to eat, I think we're still on 3, but I'm going for 4 just out of a charity of my own heart and tongue. Going to have to eat some very spicy chilies. And every week, Richard Holmes donates more towards it. Because the last 2 times I've tried, they haven't really had anything beyond your basic bitch chilies. I do need to order them, it would seem. And then
Richard Holmes donating. You at home can donate as well to the cause and help Tom's tongue bleed. Yeah, you'll just have to be Richard. That's what I'm saying.
Thanks for that. Now you go back to me. Now I've taken my focus off the screen. Shocking. Also, I like how this goes from like, oh, it's jocular to stupid boy.
Tom, what's the next game? What's the next game, buddy?
You don't know, I'm a stupid boy. You'll have to ask Sam. Sam knows.
No, it's scene flip. Tom, it's scene flip. You've got to compare scene flip.
I don't know how. I'm a very stupid boy.
Sam, you've got to do scene flip.
This next game is Scene Flip. Tom, tell them how it works.
I don't know how. I'm a very stupid boy.
Well, the way that you know, he's not even playing along. Basically, we're going to do a whole series of improvised sketches, little windows into different worlds. We're going to use that based on any word, object, any category of anything you want to throw in that comment section there. We're going to throw them up randomly, and they're going to inspire the next scene or the next game. Some of it's going to be based on things that would get inspired from the scene beforehand. It's just a fun to do a bunch of improvised sketches, basically. It's going to be an absolute laugh. So get in that comment, just keep throwing in random stuff, and we will make it work. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Scene.
That went really well. I thought that went really well, actually. I'm proper chuffed with the result there.
Aye, it was good. You're a strong pilot, and I'm very glad to grant you your license. So I want you to take a moment, really feel this, because this is a big win for you. This is a big win. You know,
Yeah.
a man, being qualified to fly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I couldn't be chuffed. Couldn't be more chuffed. So, when am I allowed to borrow it?
But you can borrow it. Next time there's a war.
Next time there's a war.
Aye. You did. You knew, didn't you? I mean, it's up. I mean, come on. You knew.
I have to wait for a war to fly it. Oh, that's bullshit.
Well, I mean, but you signed up for the RAF, don't you?
Yeah, I'm well aware. Yeah. Come on, let's get to it. Let's get fighting.
Well, you can't just start a war so you can go flying.
Sure you can. Just pretend Argentina wants Falklands back or something. Just do.
Well, Argentina wants the Falklands back. Does it want it back?
Does it? Jesus Christ! Come on, lads. You heard the man.
need a poo. I need a haircut. I need to get a life, man. And a haircut. And a poo. Wait. No, I just need the haircut and the life.
You look different. You're sparkling.
Thank you. I've just started a new fitness regime and a juice cleanse.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they release a glitter bomb?
Don't be ridiculous. I just feel like I've got a natural glow going. You know, it's so nice for you to come out and visit me in LA.
Oh no, I'd say it looks highly unnatural. You're literally shining.
Well, you know, maybe it's just the glitter of Tinseltown.
No, if I got some on my finger there. Yeah, you're literally covered in glitter. What is this?
All right, fine. I was at a gender reveal party and I got too impatient and I opened up the cannon and it got me.
You got too impatient.
At the gender reveal party, yeah, they had like this firework glitter bomb display they were gonna do, and I just wanted to know, is it a boy, is it a girl, is it a boy, or is it a girl?
And now you know. And you have angered me, the god of gender reveals.
Oh, good.
Your gender has been revealed unto me, and
Yeah.
never again shall you hide it.
Ever since I opened it up, I've been followed around by this. I think he's a genie. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a gender reveal, genie. He'll grant you 3 gender-based wishes.
3 gender-based wishes you shall have. Which will they be, oh young man named Gav?
Oh, apparently you get the wishes. He didn't offer me any wishes. Maybe I don't understand how this magic system works.
Look, I get the wishes.
No, this person is a... Wait, did I get it? You're not a man called Gav? No! My powers! I got it wrong! I got it wrong!
So, how long have you been feeling like this?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, so the symptoms are feeling a bit sweaty, high fever, and anything else?
I get sort of heart palpitations whenever I go to Las Vegas.
And are you going to Las Vegas regularly?
Yeah. I run a stag do company, and I frequently have to go to Vegas with the stag do's. I just get
Right. You're 59. You probably shouldn't be hitting it as hard as those young men who are going on the stag do's.
But you can't tell me not to do my job. This is the only trade I know. You know, I've been doing this like my father was doing this. My father's father used to do this. My father's father's father used to do it before Las Vegas even existed. You know, it was just the Nevada desert. And he would take groups of young, horny, 25-year-old men out there.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but I've got your blood work here, and there is an astonishing amount of alcohol, cocaine, and what appears to be just sweat in your blood. I've never seen sweat in blood before.
Well, that's Vegas, baby. You know, that's what they say. You want blood in your sweat, go to Vegas, baby. That's...
Well, if you don't want blood in your sweat. I'm just saying that if you keep going to Vegas,
I don't have blood in my sweat. I have sweat in my blood. If I had blood in my sweat, I wouldn't be going to you. It'd be fine. But I've got sweat in my blood, and that's a problem.
if you had blood in your sweat, that would also be a medical problem.
No, why would it be? I've got blood in my sweat right now. Look, my forehead is bright red.
Yes, yeah, but the blood typically stays inside the skin. Have you been sweating blood?
Yeah, that's Vegas, baby.
I'm with the circus.
I am also with the circus.
And I'm with Virgin Media.
Who said that? Who's...
It's I! It's I! The hairy man from the freak show! I've joined Virgin Media!
I think we weren't asking. We weren't asking what internet
You might
provider
not be
had.
asking, but I'm telling. With our low monthly prices, even freaks and weirdos and acrobats can't bend over backwards as well as our deals, and that's why I'm with Virgin Media.
Look, we're in a strange town. We're surrounded by men who seem very angry, and we're trying to persuade them that we're no threat. And here you are offering to sell them broadband. That's not going to make them happy.
When you've got Virgin Media's 5G connectivity, every town is hometown because you know exactly where you are and what's cool to do, even if you've got hair growing where it shouldn't.
Hairy man, but I mean, my whole thing is that I have a phone for an Adam's apple, so I really don't think you can improve on my current connection. I just get an...
Yes, but now that phone comes with unlimited voicemail storage and also a VPN so people can't listen into your calls.
Wow, what's a VPN? Why don't you tell the fine people?
No, stop it. No. Okay,
I'd love to. A VP, basically, your normal service provider, such as BT or PlusNet, might sell your data and the people that you call and get services and goods from to other companies. But Virgin Media, just like the virgins that we're named after, think your data should be kept pure.
Stop selling the pros of Virgin Media, okay? And I'm not just saying this because I have a fax machine for nipples.
Fax machine nipple boy, come on. It's time to move on. Let's get to a Nexus strapped to your chest. If you're watching, we are willing to do an advert for you.
I was going to do that legend about a woman who marries a man is like, but the only thing you can't do is I can never take off my neckerchief because if I do, our marriage will be over. And I didn't. Instead, we learned about the fun internet man. I preferred the fun internet man. I just wanted to let you know that was the plan, but plans change. Because if you do, everything in our marriage will be over.
But my darling, I want to see your beautiful neck.
You can't. There's probably a dick on it or something. I don't...
And see.
The main reason I was telling you is because I can't get it off. So... Stay. I knocked it down.
Forever. Tom had an orange tissue wrapped around his neck.
It's a face mask.
Oh.
Just can't get it over my face.
Maybe that's the thing. All those fucking arseholes that you see with it pulled down over their chins and necks. Maybe they've just got the Tom issue and they've just tied it around too tight.
Sam, while Tom corrects himself on that, do you want to compare a game of Time Warp for me and
Compare
Tom?
a game of Time Warp?
Yeah.
Compare a game of Scene Flip. But you know what? I like working double duty. This game is called Time Warp. In this, I control the powers of time. I can move it forwards or backwards as much as I like, you groovy cats. But what I need from you guys is an important moment that can happen in the life of a human being. It could be a you, or it could be a human being that you may imagine. Like it could be first day at school, last day at your first job, first day at war, first time you travel to a foreign country, first time you brushed hands with a stranger whilst waking at a crosswalk, and you felt a little bit of...
Waking. Waking at a crosswalk. I was going to cross the road, but by the way, I've got my knife out, and I'm just
that would have been a better own of Sam if you hadn't been choking yourself whilst you were doing it.
So go in there and give us some important life events, and then these two will be in that important life event. But I can move time forward and backwards. It really is as simple as that. As simple as that.
Do you want me to now time warp you now that I'm free?
Oh. Would you rather be the time warper?
I haven't done much work yet. I'll do the comparing work. So I'm going to time warp them. Okay? No one panic. It's the same thing. But now me do time warpy, they do funny.
So
okay?
Tom is going to control this thing, but if you're going to control this whole thing, get on that Ko-fi link there, donate some money to the show, keep it rolling, get the shots rolling, and pick a game of your choice. It is completely up to you.
Several of these are great. Katie Magnant is betraying her real age whilst pretending to be that age with birth of first grandson. First time having nits from Melanie Chell, who has an ice cream, which is great because Heidi said first ice cream. First time you accidentally stole someone's umbrella.
Good.
Great. First day at school. First time warp. That's meta. That's deeply meta. Great. First day at preschool in Northern Ireland.
What are you going for, Tom? Which one are you picking?
Well, I was wondering if any of them inspired you. If not, I'm just going to start it off.
You said you were taking control, Tom.
You're right. It's going to be preschool, Ben. It's going to be preschool. You piece of shit. All right? You piece of shit. Here we go for a fun game. Northern Ireland preschool.
Northern Ireland preschool.
Shut up.
Hello. I am here for my first day of preschool.
Sure, now, of course you are. Right, I have to come this way now. So, you know your Hail Marys.
I know my Hail Marys, I know my Rain Marys, I know my Snow Marys, I know all the Marys. A lot of my family's called Mary.
Who's your favourite one in the Bible?
Oh, gotta be the Virgin Mary. You know, not only do I like the Virgin Mary,
Wrong.
also my dad's just got this fantastic new internet.
No, wrong. It's not Virgin Mary, okay? It's Luke. Your favourite one in the Bible is Luke, okay? Gospel of Luke. Do you know why?
I know.
It's because my name is Luke.
Right. Well, it's nice to meet you, Luke. It's my first day at primary school. I was wondering, preschool, sorry. Maybe we could be friends.
Freeze! 1 hour later into this meandering conversation.
No.
Freeze! Another hour later into this stimulating back and forth.
Now, the reason why I haven't said anything to you for the last 2 hours is because when I asked you who's your favorite one in the Bible, you didn't say Luke, and that's my name, okay? And I run this show, okay? You understand that?
Shouldn't we be getting to class? We've been standing in the playground for 2 hours.
Shouldn't we be getting to class? No. Who's your favorite one in the Bible?
Luke.
Too slow. It's too slow. I gave you the answer 2 hours ago. Why are you taking so long to reply? Who's your favorite one in the Bible?
I'm gonna go play with some of the other kids if that's okay.
No, you're not playing with any of the kids.
Freeze to playtime at the preschool because I want to see that.
All right, there you go, Mary. You catch it. Wow, that's great.
Oh, no, you take it back.
Oh, I got it, Mary. What a lovely first day this is. Hey, have you met that boy Luke?
No, because I don't go to the same priest school. I'm actually not sure what, because a lot of people keep saying, and I'm not sure if they're saying preschool or priest school. And every time, I swear to God, I mess it. So, I mean, I'm at a nun school for nun-year-olds. For nun-year-olds. That's where I am. So.
6 minutes later.
Oh, that about clears it up. Yeah, I know. It's so fun that they get the kids from the preschool and the priests from the nun school to come and have their playtime together so we can learn about each other's experiences in the Catholic Church.
Oh, I just get the nuns from the preschool and the 9-year-olds from the preschool with the pre-9-year-old. Sorry, I couldn't hit in that.
Freeze! Let's go 10 years later. See if I make sense of this.
Finally, I'm a nun. I'm so glad I went to that preschool after I joined the nunnery. Oh, it's you.
Mary, right? From preschool. You were at the nun school, weren't you?
Yes, that's right. I was at the nun school. Mary, it's been so long. Are you a priest yet?
Yeah, that's right. I'm a priest. I am graduated and everything. You know, I preach all the Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I don't know if you remember Luke from Playtime.
Who's your favourite one in the Bible?
Jesus.
No, wrong. It's Luke. It's Luke. Right, it was me all along. All right, it was me at the nun school. It was me at the preschool. It was me at the preschool. It was me at the school for 9-year-olds.
Oh my God. Why have you been doing this to me? Why have we been playing all these characters from my childhood? What's your obsession with me?
I want a friend. See, now what happened there was I didn't hear where that was supposed to be said.
I'm going to buy myself a shot because I require it.
Wow.
That was. I mean, in a way, it's very bold to make such a lack of decision.
I tried to make some decisions, Tom, but he just didn't listen to any of them.
It's true. Watching the fear build in Luke's face. I enjoyed it.
My mum seemed to like it. It's an almost favourite ever.
Yeah, school for non-adults. It was a school
Grandma,
for
sugar butty. There you go.
I know where it's set. School for non-adults.
Hey.
Great.
What?
Strong, solid, love it.
Next up, we're a little game of World's Worst.
Ooh.
Yeah, World's Worst. So get some jobs in the comments section. A load of jobs, normal jobs, real jobs, jobs that do exist, jobs that don't exist, jobs that are funny, jobs that aren't funny, whatever you want, just jobs in the comment section. And then these two are going to be playing interviewees for the worst person ever at that job. But it needs your jobs. It needs your jobs in the comment section before they can get inspired to become the worst possible candidates for that job. It's a very simple game. Just needs your jobs, guys. Just needs your jobs. Just needs your jobs. But while we're waiting for jobs, what you can do, once you've written a job in the little comment section, you can go to this link right at the bottom, and you can buy us a shot so the show can get more manic and disastrous, or you can commission a game like Irish Drinking Song, which is one of my favourite games, and one of Tom's least favourite games. Which are both two excellent reasons to buy that game. Because Tom thinks we can't do it, and I think that we can't do it, but it's funny. It takes on the game there. We've got some jobs coming in. Go to the comment section if you put a job in. We've got some jobs coming in. Trolls hairdresser, world's worst emu herder, door-to-door sales, proctologist's nail barista. That's like almost too many jobs in that one. Doorbell tester, children's entertainer, police officer, butcher, nurse. Right, beekeeper. Right, okay, there's a few coming in. So I'm going to start this off with a little countdown. I'm going to tell the guys what it is. They're going to flash up on the screen in a moment. Right. Welcome to Billingsworth High School for boys. We're looking for the role for a new Spanish teacher, and I think that you're going to fit right in here. Yeah? So, any questions for me?
Absolutely fantastic to be here. It's me, Nigel Farage, here to teach languages to the children, and I, of course, will be teaching them English. Bonjour.
This little fucking green owl, eh? Come on. Buno Dio.
El gato morte.
You know what you are? You're You're a soy boy. That's a Spanish word. Now let's see how else I can mock you.
Some of you are about to take part in the wonderful adventure of learning a new language. But some of you are thick as shit, and you are going to have a really tough time.
Well, here at Scotland Yard, we're always looking for fresh blood. And I'd like to introduce yourself and explain why you think you're right for this role.
If it's fresh blood you're looking for, I can supply that amply.
Listen, I'm committed. Several murders.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm actually viral famous. You may have seen me from a very famous police video last year. I had to take a leave of absence from that department, but I'm happy to be here in the UK.
I can drive a police car using my plane stick. It drives planes, but now it's driving cars. Yeah!
In order to get inside the mind of a criminal, one needs to act and think like a criminal. I think he was killed with a knife. It looks like the subject has just disappeared.
Well, you know, I think what you'll find most obvious, Watson, is that actually none of this happened as you think it did. Because actually, it's usually the woman's fault. It's always the woman's own fault.
Right, well, this Butchers has been here for over 30 years, and it's time that we sort of modernise as best we can. So I want you to have a think about what you would do to modernise butching here in this little village. If you could tell me, please.
Vegan.
What I do is I like to do a lot of deconstructed meals. Like, you know, instead of just having like a bowl of cereal, what I would do is I get like, you know, like some chocolate and some grains and just mush them up with that milk. So what I'm thinking for this butcher is just live pigs. Live pigs, deconstructed bacon, okay?
I want to be the pig. I want you to eat me. Mate.
I've always loved animals. I always loved the way they feel. I can hear one. I can hear one scurrying around. Let me.
I've put you on the table to show you how good I am at being a butcher.
There we go, world's worst. World bloody worst. They were some of the world's worst. They really were.
That's creepy.
Lovely stuff.
Well, guys, unless there's anything commissioned, if we have not had a movie scene or an Irish drinking song, I think we're coming towards our last game, or at least our penultimate game. But guys, you still have time. Jump on that commissions page, donate, commission anything you want. It really helps us out. Should we do a dubbed scene?
Oh, I love a dub scene. I love a rubber dub scene.
Luke's very happy.
Tommy,
Look when we used to be on a stage. Look at that. We were at a comedy store. We're doing things.
One day, Tom. One day. For this game, who would like to play which role? I know some of you get very dogmatic about who you want to be when we play this game.
I want to be the dogmatic. Automatic dogs.
What do you want to be, Tom?
I would like to be the face.
Tom is going to be the face. Luke, do you want to be the voice?
Sure thing, buddy. Yes.
Right, so I will be the straight man. This is going to be set with some beekeepers. You're going to have some beekeepers. We started off with some newt fanciers, and now we're going to have some beekeepers. Some beekeepers for a game of Dubbed Sea. Now, AJ isn't here with us. He's very, very busy at the moment. But for any of you who have been missing him, here is his sexy, sexy face.
I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Oh, wow. Fantastic honey yields today, Trevor. Oh, my God. Ever since I've got you on, my business has been going up and up and up. I'm a real buzz about town.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely fantastic. I mean, I don't know what you do. It's like you can almost speak bee. Whoa, Trevor, don't take your mask off now. Don't take it off yet. We're still surrounded by bees.
No, I am one with the bees. Come to me.
Oh my goodness, they're surrounding you in a protective hexagon formation. It's like they think you're the queen.
I am the queen.
Okay, well, that's fine. Well, Trevor, if you can command the bees like that, that's absolutely amazing. I think your talents might be wasted here at the Balam Honey Hive.
What's that? What? What's that, Franklin? What's that, Franklin? You want to follow me? Follow me into the great beyond.
Great beyond. Trevor, you're not thinking about taking your own life, are you?
No, the great beyond. It's yonder where the bees are.
Oh, you gave me a fright there. All right, well, but listen, mate, you've done an absolute banging job this week. If you and the bees want to take a day off and go to wherever the beyond is, that's absolutely fine, mate.
The honey. Yes, the honey will be ours. Don't you worry, Franklin. Franklin, no, the human bee.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm sure Franklin's fine. You've just been working very hard to make all this honey. You should take a rest. It's going to be all right.
It's not going to be all right. The harvest will fail, and I will be shunned from bee society. I'll be cast away like a common wasp, buzzing around on my own, solo, despised by pub goers, trapping me with beer glasses, crushing me with forks until my friends arrive to feast at my corpse, blooded, yellow, and black.
Fuck me, Trevor. That's intense. Listen, take the rest of Friday. Come back on Monday, and we'll see where we are. All right?
Don't you understand? My wife left me. This is a mental breakdown.
I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Wow.
And that's what divorce looks like. That is it. That's how it goes. Also, we've got 2 more shots from Nicole Sharp.
Oh, Nicole, thank you so much. That's a great way to end the show. Thank you so much. Very kind.
Thank you, go.
Is it over? That was special, says Catherine.
Water.
Clap, 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 says Mel. Why is, says Rosa. It's a good question.
Why it is?
It was a very intense one. I felt a lot of emotions. I'm going to finish this. I think that's about a double. Yeah? Yeah.
time. No,
Nice.
the show was fun. Guys, thank you so much for supporting the show and keeping us going. This is show 88. Who knows how long we'll be here for? We might go. Luke, did you see that our show title today was a Back to the Future pun just for you?
I didn't see. No, what is it called?
I think it was called when this stream hits 88 shows, you're going to see some serious shit.
Oh, I love that.
Luke's a big Back to the Future fan.
Should we end our Back to the Future themed thing, or are we done? It's over. Is that over?
I think it's over.
Late for time travel. Marty, why are you so late? That's a bit
88
more.
is right, bloody hell. Yeah, it's been great though. We've had a lovely time. We feel like we've got to know a lot of our regulars a lot better. It's been absolutely fantastic. And we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going until the pandemic ends. When will that be? When will that be?
If anyone knows, that'd be great. Because no one does. So I don't know how you do. It's very impressive. Boris? Are you watching, Boris? If so, what are you doing? You have illegitimate children to raise and a country, apparently.
All very true.
Was that how to say illegitimate children? Or is that an old-fashioned thing that we probably shouldn't say anymore?
Illegitimate? I mean, he's not doing anything with them, is what I'm trying to say. Although most of them are now old enough, it's too late. So he's aged out of his responsibilities.
Is there a difference between an illegitimate child and a bastard?
Well, Sam, you're not an illegitimate child, but you are.
That's what I was going to say. Nice.
Yeah, it's fair. That's a fair comment as well as a joke. I think it's a fair comment.
I am a bastard. Well, guys, hope you have a fantastic week. Please keep supporting the show. The Kofi League is always open. Donate wherever you can. It really does help us out. But apart from that, it's good night from Sam.
It's good night from Luke.
And hello!